Healthy is brought to you by Kirk Supermarket and Pharmacy.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's not actually. It's super greens in this morning. I had to say that. I'm sorry. It just came out.
Good stuff.
This morning we're talking about super greens.
Super greens.
Andrea, what do we have here?
I know we've talked about leafy greens before and how they're superfoods, but these are super greens. And when we talk super greens, we're referring to a group of cereal grains, young cereal grains that encompass groups like barley grass, wheatgrass, and blue-green algae, spirulina and chlorella. So these are nutritionally extremely dense. You know, they're comparable. They're kind of like the cousins to our leafy greens that we've always talked about, but they pack so much more nutritional punch in a smaller serving.
I would like to know exactly how much more.
Well, here's a good example actually. Barley grass. Barley grass nutritionally has just about every nutrient available in it. 1 teaspoon, and this will show you the density of a food like this. 1 teaspoon of barley grass would be the equivalent of consuming half this bag of spinach.
You're kidding me.
1 teaspoon.
That has no.
Yeah.
Really?
So this is and this is the extent of the health benefits of it. So with all our green foods, what we're getting, as I said, a sort of a nutritionally superior type of food where we can add it to juices, to smoothies, to protein shakes, and so on. But what we get is we get an energy boost, we get immune system support, we get a regenerizing of our endocrine system, so the glands that secrete hormones in the body.
So how do you actually use barley greens?
With barley greens, and actually with any of these, I've got wheatgrass here as well, but what you do is you can literally just put a teaspoon in just a small glass of juice, if that's an easy way to consume it. What I do is I'll put just a little bit in a protein smoothie in the morning.
What about putting something like your oatmeal?
You could, and you could feel very Popeye-like because it will become green. But if you can get past a color, and yeah, you can certainly add it to anything, really.
Now, what exactly is it good for? What are these good for?
Yeah, so a lot of the improvements that we see in the body have a lot to do with lowering cholesterol. Like I said, boosting the immune system, kind of really supporting digestive health as well, lowering major diseases. So cancer risk comes down. There's a lot of research behind it lowering heart disease as well, just because of the effect on the arteries. Some of these, in particular, chlorella. Chlorella is in this one here. This is another kind of green. This is the Magma Plus. But in chlorella, what we get is we also get the ability to not only lower cholesterol, but also reduce hardening of the arteries, because this has essential fatty acids. So those oily fats that we get out of like salmon and sardines and so on.
I notice you have something vegetarian for all those out there who are vegetarian.
Actually, these are all vegetarian,
really?
Right? Yeah.
So
this one just says it, right? But this is spirulina, and spirulina has been known to help regulate blood sugar and cravings. It tends to be the dieter's friend who's trying to really not feel hungry all the time.
I need this. I'm taking this.
Because again, it's one of those superfoods. Lots of protein. It's got so much more protein compared to meat itself. Also, like we said, very supportive of the immune system. And when we are trying to lose weight, a lot of people cut their calories really down. They end up limiting their nutrients.
I actually face that a lot every day of my life.
Yeah.
Because I'm constantly on a diet, to be very honest.
Yeah. In addition to this, what we're also seeing is just an overall benefit of the health. It helps tissue repair, cells repair, great for anti-aging properties as well. The wheatgrass that I have at the end, very similar to the barley grass in its benefits. So all in all, I mean, any of these foods would suit anyone, really.
Now, what would you say is a don't not to do when you have these vitamins?
Well, you know, I wouldn't say that, you know, buy this and then you have to avoid eating healthy food items. That is certainly not what we're trying to advocate here. What we're trying to advocate is this is a great supplement to the diet, an already healthy diet. So those are our greens.
All right. Any last words other than what we have? You've given us some good tips.
Well, listen, I know that these are strange foods to some people because perhaps they haven't tried them or not familiar with them. You know, Search it online. I always encourage people to find out more information if you question something, but you'll find out that there's a multitude of benefits here, and the more you learn, the more you might find that this will work for you.
And then definitely, if anyone have any questions, they can come down here and give you a
absolutely,
shout.
absolutely.
All right, thank you once again, Andrea.
Thanks, Lisa.
Well, as you know, everyone, every Thursday right here on Daybreak, it's your Live Healthy segment with Andrea. Stay tuned. There's more Daybreak coming up after the break.
Live Healthy is brought to you by Kirk Supermarket and Pharmacy.